What's going on, gentlemen? You may have noticed this is a bit of a different setup today, and the reason for that is because, well, I sprained my ankle, and now I got the crutches, and, I just couldn't sit at my desk today. I have to have my leg up. Anyway, I wanted to talk about confidence, and what confidence really is not this grand idea of walking into a room and knowing that you're better than everybody else. That is the opposite of what confidence is. See, confidence is the ability to walk into a room and know that you are just as good as anybody else because of who you are. It's not about anybody else. You don't think of anybody else. It's just how you are. And see, confidence is not something that you have at birth or you don't. It's not something like that. You can earn it. It's a skill that you can develop over time. See, let's take basketball for example. Would you be a confident shooter if you never shot a basketball before? Of course not. But what if you shot the ball 1,000 times, 10,000 times, 100,000 times? Of course, you're going to be pretty confident to shoot the ball. Let's say you practice the same mid-range shot 5 feet away from the rim, 10 feet away from the rim. And let's say you get that shot in games, you're going to knock that shot down. Why? Because you're confident and you've practiced it so much. Confidence comes through repetition, repetition, repetition. There's a bit of a myth with confidence, and that being that it carries over to every single aspect of your life. Confident people are confident at a very small few amount of things that are important to them. You know, if you walk into a room and there's a public speaker in there, guess what? He's very confident at public speaking, right? If you see a jock at high school, he's very confident in the social setting of high school and being an athlete. And that's just how they are, because they've built that confidence through repetition, repetition, or just being in the same social situation so many times. And hey, look, I'll tell y'all boys something. I used to be a very not confident person. I was ashamed in myself, I just didn't love myself. I felt awkward in my own skin, really. I was just not happy at all with my, accomplishments. I would discredit them. I was my own worst enemy, basically. And that's not a great way to live, to be honest with you. When I noticed the biggest change, when I started to get much happier, when I started to gain confidence, it actually wasn't trying to strive for confidence at all. The goal is not confidence. The goal is the ability to look yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. Self-love is the goal. If you have self-love, you can't do any wrong. You are just that guy, and you are in it together for the long haul. See, like, I kind of picture it like my body and my mind are like two different beings, and they could either be clashing with each other, or they could be helping each other. So be in it together for the long haul. And this took me a while, so I'll tell you how I figured it out. I guess cracked the code for it, right? First of all, I prayed a lot, and I just tried to have a great relationship with God so I know what true love is, and then I just carried that over to myself. I didn't say anything bad about myself. I didn't make any demeaning jokes about myself anymore. I didn't try to get a laugh by discrediting my success or my goals. And I stopped worrying about other people's judgments of me, because I realized if somebody doesn't like me, then guess what? I probably don't want to associate with them either. So I should focus on who actually does appreciate me. And if there's nobody, that is very unfortunate, but I'm going to work through it, and I'm going to improve myself to find the right people for me. And confidence really, at the end of the day, is not the idea that nothing will ever go wrong. It's the ability to realize that things will go wrong, but you'll be fine no matter what. My last point for you today, if you're still with me, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to comment basketball with a capital B, just to let me know that you're still here. And I want to bring up something else. For any of my fellow Cobra Kai fans out there, you might remember Hawk had the cleft lip, and then he flipped the script. He got the mohawk. He dressed in different clothes, and he started being the cool kid. the cleft lip is still there. That insecurity deep down is still there. And do you remember that one scene where him and Dimitri, Hawk and Dimitri were facing off in the school hallway during a fight, and Dimitri said to Hawk, "I know who you are, Eli." And that really brought him back to his old insecurities of who he once was. Because you can cover it up. You can try to hide it. But deep down, you can't just strip it away. So you might as well face it head on. Embrace your insecurities. Alright, man. Thank you for watching. I hope you got some value from this. As always, keep God first. Good luck.